Somewhere in these waters lies the answer to one of the world's most deadly mysteries. In the last 100 years, 1,000 ships and countless lives have been lost within the Bermuda Triangle. Now, with state-of-the-art technology, we're going to explore the powerful, some would say evil forces at work out here. Since Columbus first sailed into the area and saw strange lights in the sky, the list of unexplainable disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle has grown. Thousands of ships and planes have simply vanished without a trace. No warning, no distress calls, no wreckage, nothing. Legend has it that the triangle covers the seas between Bermuda to Miami down to Puerto Rico, 1.5 million square miles of treacherous water. Hurricanes, intense storms and rough seas are the main killers out here. The weather can change from benign to deadly in a matter of minutes. The US Coast Guard reports that around 120 boats vanish each year without a trace. It is these unexplainable disappearances that keep the mystery of the Bermuda Triangle alive. But it is not just boats. In the skies above, aircraft have also vanished. Richard Weiner has written many best-selling books about these strange disappearances.
We don't know our own planet. We know more about the moon. We're probably learning more about Mars than we know of our own planet. We know about the Earth, but we don't know about the sea.
The boatyards of Key West hum with stories about those who never came back. Stories of giant sea monsters, cosmic time warps, spinning compasses, and holes in the ocean that swallowed ships have echoed throughout the world. Yet the disappearances continue.
I would say there's some kind of a anomaly going on down there that we can't explain. Something that goes on down far, far below the deepest rays, the last rays of sunlight. Way down, there's something going on down there.
For years, the secrets buried in the watery heart of the triangle have remained hidden. But there is one iconic disappearance that happened on the 5th of December 1945 that has continued to baffle the world. 6 months after the end of World War II, Naval Air Station Fort Lauderdale on the east coast of Florida was still busy. The 14 members of Routine Training Flight 19 had just departed on their final qualifying flight over water. In charge was an experienced pilot, Lieutenant Charles Taylor. The flight would take them east to the Bahamas and then back again in just over 2.5 hours. What follows is based entirely on the original radio transcripts.
FT-28 to Barcy. You seem to be taking us off the assigned navigational course. Over.
Negative, Lieutenant Taylor. According to my compass, I am on the correct course.
Listen, Bossy, we are not on the planned route. I'll assume lead and correct our position. Over.
Roger, Lieutenant.
Powers? It's not making much sense. How long have we been in the air?
We've been airborne 1 hour, 45 minutes.
We should be seeing land by now. There's nothing out there.
Maybe we're flying too far east.
Fort Lauderdale Tower, this is Foxtrot 28. We seem to be off course. We cannot see land. Repeat, we cannot see land. Can you give us a fix? Over.
I got a call on the intercom, or the squawk box, as we used to call them. The control tower called me and said, it looks like, Commander, it looks like we got a flight in trouble.
Roger that, over.
So what exactly is going on out there?
Sir. Foxtrot 28, this is Fort Lauderdale. What is your current position, over?
Fort Lauderdale Tower. We're unable to confirm our current position, over.
FT28, you just need to head due west. Due west. Do you read?
Roger that. We don't know which way is west.
Everything is wrong.
I don't know what they all thought. I know I was very concerned, and getting more concerned as time passed, because I soon realized that flight was in real trouble.
Now, 60 years later, the file on Flight 19 is about to be reopened. Phil Giles is an air accident investigator. Advancements in aviation theory should help him determine what happened, where, and why.
It's fascinating that you can still look at something which happened that long ago and put a new light on it. You can probably read things in the evidence which an inquiry would not read. And to cut into that is quite rewarding.
A few miles south of Fort Lauderdale at Port Everglades Communications Center, Radio Man Second Class Melvin Baker began to pick up signals that a flight was in trouble.
FT28, this is Fort Lauderdale. Can you now confirm your position?
Fort Lauderdale, this is FT28. We now have land in sight. Looks like the winds have blown us over the Florida Keys, but I'm not sure how far down.
And I'm not sure how to get to Fort Lauderdale from my current position. Over. If you're in the Keys, then put the sun on your port wing and fly north up the coast until you get to Miami. Fort Lauderdale is 20 miles further on.
Roger that.
Can't be over the Keys. The winds are coming from the southwest, which would blow them out over the Atlantic. Will you hand me the mic, please? Thank you. This is Port Everglades, Foxtrot 28. How do you read me? Over.
this is Foxterror 28, reading you loud and clear.
This is Baker here, sir. By my reckoning, I don't think you could be over the Keys. Our wind chart suggests you can't have been blown in that direction, sir. FT28, you read me.
FT28. This is Commander Poole, flight officer at Fort Lauderdale. Do you read me?
The personnel in the tower and myself just got pretty quiet because of the hopeless feeling that there was nothing you could do. Tried everything.
Hang on. How much flying time do they have left?
Enough fuel to fly until 2000 hours, Commander.
Gives us 3 hours to get them back.
Flight 19 had been airborne for over 2 hours. According to the original plan, they would have been on the second section of the flight, having turned north over a small island called Cistern Cay. Instead, they were over empty ocean. At this point, nearly 3 hours into the flight, the weather was deteriorating. Taylor had been given all the right directions to get home, but remained unconvinced. The rest of the crew was becoming increasingly concerned.
Taylor, if your compass isn't working, maybe one of us should take the lead.
Negative. Lieutenant Taylor, sir?
Don't you think that we should go west? My instruments appear to be working.
You want me to take the lead, sir?
Bossy, maintain your position, over.
At 5:20 p.m., Radio Man Baker began to realize that Flight 19 was closer to home than they thought.
I just turned down the power.
Don't seem to be getting very far.
FT28, this is Port Everglades. How do you read me, over?
Port Everglades, this is FT28, reading you clearly.
Okay, Lieutenant, I estimate that if you fly southwest, it should bring you toward me. As I turn down the power here, if I can still hear you, it'll mean you are definitely flying toward me.
Roger, we'll go.
He's definitely not over the Gulf. If he was, we wouldn't be able to hear him so clearly. He's gotta be closer.
FT28 to Port Everglades.
Listen, Baker, if I am that close to you, I should be able to see land.
You might not sight land if you're parallel to us, or... Sir, please, you have
Enough fuel to reach us. Just keep flying toward me.
Baker, I don't think this is the
Right direction.
FT28 to Fort Lauderdale. Do you have a fix yet?
Your transmissions are fading. Repeat, your transmissions are fading. What is your bearing? Over.
FT28, this is Port Everglades. You have enough fuel to reach us. Do you read me?
FT28 to Fort Lauderdale. Do you have a fix yet?
I'm turning down the volume, and I can still hear them. They must be flying toward me. Why are they ignoring me?
Taylor.
Maybe we should fly 270 degrees until we hit the beach or run out of gas. Taylor.
Taylor, do you read?
We didn't fly far enough.